You are alive. I sure hope I'm alive. I'm breathing. I don't expect too many folks to be here. I didn't really share it out. I do have bridge today, so I'm only going to be on until 1. I got to go over a little bit earlier to buy my book. Um, so let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Who shall? Hi, Becky. Whoops, I forgot to turn. Hi, Safia. So enjoyed watching Becky crochet. I watch, and they tried to teach me to be a hooker, and I just can't. I shouldn't say can't. I can't get it yet, because every once in a while I will. I mean, I bought the whole set. I bought all the crochet needles from Itsy Bitsy Bitsy to Gigundo. The ones with the nice plastic hands on them, and I've tried, and Becky's tried teaching me, and Mary Lou's tried, and I've gone to Skillshare and lessons, and every once in a while I'll get a string of crochet about yay long. But hi, Marty. But I haven't given up. I mean, I just, I think it'll come. And now I'm thinking, just today, I was thinking, well, maybe I should knit. I did knit and purl many, many, many years ago. But maybe if, yeah, get the snakes. That's right. I've made a lot of snakes. Is that what you call them? Yeah, I've got quite a few snakes, and they're not consistent. I can't. There's no consistency, but I'm assuming that comes with practice. And so I still have a lot of, they're tight, they're loose, they're all over the place. But one of these days, I haven't given up, and I enjoy watching. Like I watched you, Becky, make that hat in like basically a couple of hours. You knocked out that beautiful hat, and with the different stitches. I love the way you ended it off, and then hiding the tails. Do you have to? You left your tails pretty long. Now, is that, and then you wove those into the fabric itself to bury the tail. Typically, does it matter? Can you cut the tail shorter? Not that I don't know ever going to get to that point, but I was wondering whether your tails were pretty long. I was wondering if you could cut them shorter, or is it better to have them longer? And then what you did, weave them into the literally layers of the fabric to hide them. That way they can't really come on. I was like that when I first tried knitting. And then I had to make late. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. All righty. My grandmother taught me how to knit, and all I could do was knit and purl. So I had, ridiculously long, scarves. It was knit and purl. My daughter-in-law is a unbelievable knitter. I mean, and now a potter, but yeah, she does that really, really well. And but I haven't given up. I've got the yarn, and I've got to, and again, I've got the crochet needles, and I actually have some knitting needles. I got them at the end Tuesday mornings. And I got a ball of yarn, and I got the aluminum needles. I guess they're all aluminum. Yeah. But it seemed very slippery. But I'll go back to it. I have not given up. So I'm gonna finish this up. I went out, and I know you're gonna think this is really silly, but I went out and bought myself a book on jelly printing, which seems silly because there are so many hundreds of videos out there that I can watch. But I figured if I could read about it and follow the pictures, this is the one I decided to get. And it's specifically working with stencils. So, and Elizabeth St. Hilaire, I know that name. I've heard that name before. And I think, but there's still a lot of questions in here. that are not clear to me. But again, one of these days, I'd like maybe someone to come on and we can just do this together. Bamboo, yes. Hi, Gail. I think I'd like bamboo. It wouldn't be so slippery. But so I got this book, and I made some stencils for the fall thing, for this season of changes. And then I don't know what I was thinking, but it's fun. But I bought this book too, and I don't even know what. Anyway, it's cute. It's called Painting Cats. Curious, mindful, free-spirited watercolors. But this is really for somebody that is a really good. She's on IG. Okay, it's cute, and I think it'll be fun to mess around with. You do the blobs, and then you fill in your cats. I think that'll be fun. I like this. This seems I could manage that. And then she even has where you're like making clothing for them and dressing them up somewhere in here. Like you make little patterns and then you dress them up. I think it's just one of those fun things. Simple shapes, which is what I'm all about. And there's some cat hair. So anyway, this looks like a fun book to kind of mess around in. I like these kind of books that come with this type of nice cover. Yeah. So, and then what else do I want to share with you? I am doing Inktober, and I hope, hi, Andrea, and I'm hoping with each one I get a little bit better. And I've decided one year I did Beatles, the Bugs, not Beatles, the rock group, but Beatles, the Bugs. And I did 31 different Beatles. And I'm very proud of that. But this year I bought this book many, many years ago, enabled by none other than Miss Dee Dee Willingham. And it's the Sketch Encyclopedia with over 900 drawing projects. Yeah, the bugs they came out good. So I decided that I would do the there's a lot of information in here. Really good stuff. Anyway, I'm going to do flowering plants. That's my plan. And there's not quite 31 flowering plants. So I'm going from flowering plants to edible plants. And I subscribe to Field Notes, and they have these little notebooks that I don't know, I had to stop the subscriptions because how many of these can I get a month? But that's the name of the company is Field Notes, and you can get them graph paper in line. And I fill these up with all sorts of information. And then, Yubo. Okay. And then every once in a while, I'll have what they call their dime novel edition. And this seemed to be the perfect size for the, hi, Sherry, for the Inktober. So what I did is I took a picture of all, and when you do these drawings, it's really good because it gives you the steps, how to do it. You start out and then you do the shading and everything. But I took a picture of the finished ones and glued them on one side of the page because when I'm drawing with my Lamy fountain pen and the ink does bleed through. So this covers the bleed through. So then I'm posting them on Instagram. So I've got, and then I didn't know whether I should add color or not. And I don't think I am. I just added a little here and a little here. The other thought was maybe splatter the color that is associated with the flower. Here's my bird of nets. And so this is I'm one day ahead. This is the carnation. So I'm hoping that as the time progresses, hopefully these should get a little bit better. I'm trying to say at least one day ahead. So that's my because I did this, I almost filled the whole book up. There's only a couple of pages at the back. So I end up getting, I think that's rosemary. I end up getting into edible plants. But it's pretty cool. And yeah, so that's my Inktober book that I'm going to be using. And I mean, this book, well, it has over 900. And It's got animals again, and birds. And there's the chicken, conspiracy chickens, food and drink. And this is what Janet drew, but she put a butt on it. So it's pretty extensive. And I've worked out of this. I always have these lofty goals. I'm thinking, well, I'm going to go through this whole book and do all of them. Well, that's really not. I guess you could. You could do that. It'd take a long time, but that's something I've got a lot of is time. But anyway, so this is it's a good book for Inktober. Absolutely. So that's what I'm going to be doing out of, and then it's got all this a lot of really good stuff about shading and all that neat stuff is in here too. So this is what I'm going to be using for my Inktober. Hi, Chris. Whoops. Don't want to lose this, right? So anyway, getting back to what I'm supposed to be doing here. I actually, I did pull some jelly plate prints, which I wasn't crazy about, but I ended up using them anyway. And I put these holes in on Sunday. I showed you with my hammer and everything. And and I folded that over. So this fits in here like a little folder for it. So I ended up covering this with some jelly pulls. And you just cover the front. And then obviously this is Stabilo. And then here's the back. And that was another one of the pulls that I had. And okay, I know you're busy working. And then you don't do these. I mean, you could. And maybe if I end up with a lot of jelly pulls that I like, I could do that. And so I made it so when she did it, Sean Petit, she just cut off this excess. And I decided just to fold it and kind of use it as a sleeve for this. So again, this goes in here like so. I think everybody in here has seen the whole thing opened. But I will open it again because it goes and goes and goes. Woo. So what I have to do now is I need to put the, you're taking an online course. Okay. I love online courses. I've taken so many of them. Some of them have been really good. Some of them not so good. So anyway, I have to put the changes of season. Changes of season. I had it. Whatever. I got to go. So this has to go here. And I'm using this. I'm using Timmy, these stamps. Seasons of Change. I knew I had it. Ass backwards. Pussycat feeding time. Okay. You sound like the lady from Are You Being Served? She had to go home and feed Pussy. Everyone would snicker at that. But anyway. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to print it on deli paper and then put it on here, and then you get that nice transparency thing. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and just chatting with you again. Last Wednesday, I was all excited. I was going over to the Colony Hall for my first bridge lesson. And I left early because I had to buy the book, right? And I went over, and there was nobody there. And there was a play going on in the next room. And they came over, and they were all having a hissy fit. You can't be in here. There's a play going on. I'm going, I don't know. There's supposed to be bridge going on in here. And they got all kind of pissy about it. And I said, I don't know. So they called the front whatever, and they heard that they were told that yes, that bridge was scheduled to be in the chapel room, and that they were just going to have to share. And I waited and waited and waited, and it was supposed to start at 1:30. Nobody showed up. So I walked back over to the main building and talked to Cheryl, the person in charge. And she looked on her little spreadsheet and said, "Nope, bridge is going on right now." And I said, "Well, it's not because I was just there." She said, "Yeah, it is." And I said, "Well, no, it's not." So anyway, I walked back over there, waited until 1:30 and no show. So I came home and I emailed the lady and I said, "What happened to bridge?" She said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. You didn't get, you were not in my mailing list yet." And she said, "Really, we're more organized than this, LOL." And I'm thinking, I hope so. So anyway, today is the day. So I'm excited and I hope that, yeah, it's complicated, but yeah, but it's something I played many, 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 many years ago. English has what do you call that? English ESOL? Teaching skills and trends. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. And again, hopefully I was telling Becky, I thought I misunderstood. I thought there were 24 tables of 4. And we were thinking, oh my God, that's over 100, that's almost 100 people. No, it's 24 total. It's it's 6 tables of 4. So it's not as crazy as I thought it was going to be. And all the letters are here, seasons. And I played many, many years ago, but not very good. And so I have to leave space for another S here. So I'm going to do that first. And when the letters don't stick, these don't, see, they don't stick. Well, now you're going to stick. No, you're not. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little, like a little thing of glue, because just to keep them from sliding. And Smudge got so overexcited, he jumped off the table and landed on his brother. Aw. And then the brother must have got excited. Well, I told everybody, Lily's new stunt is she jumps up on the vanity in the bathroom. When I get up in the morning and I'm splashing some water in my face, the next thing I know, she's right next to me with her face kind of like, and she gets all wet. It's weird. And she wants to have her hair combed. So I comb her hair with my brush just a wee bit. And then she's happy. So she's now, the next thing she's going to want to do is have me brush her teeth, which I'm not going to do. She's not using my toothbrush. Yeah, but yeah, that's something. Yeah, it is cute. But I'm curious as to why, after all of these years, she's an old cat, and all of a sudden, and that's a high jump up onto the cover. The of the vanity. It's not a. That's like jumping up on a counter. It's pretty high up. The nice thing about using this, I really like this. Yes, she loves me and she wants to be well groomed for me. Yes, she does. She loves me so much, she wants to sleep on my face during the night, which I don't really care for. Yeah, I should fall. Yeah. And she's 11 years old. So I'll take this and put that here, like so. And I don't need that. And I don't need this. But I need the O. There's the Q. There's the O. And I need the N. And here's the N. Okay. It's not going to be straight, but that's okay. I'll try and make it not upside down. So I'll go like so and pick that up. Aw. Oh, wow. You were covered. Yeah, Becky gets covered with her kitties. It gets too hot in Florida. Three o'clock in the morning, I'm kind of half awake and I'm hot. Thinking, why am I so hot? And I realize it's Miss Lily. Oh, that's right. Becky said they trap their legs. They're like all three of them in bed. Hi, Barbara Clark. Is it Seasons of Change? Is that what I said? Seasons of Change? Oh, Lordy. Seasons of Change. It shouldn't it be? Oh, no, I think it is says Seasons of Change. I wrote it in the thingy. Let me go back. Let me see. Seasons of Change. Does anybody remember? Come on. Seasons of Change. Okay. Yep. I need another S. Okay. So I'll take that S and move it over here like so. Get this up. Actually, I could add the of too, couldn't I? So I'll put the F, the O, and the F. F, 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 F. Where the F N are you? F, 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 G. Isn't that annoying? You know it's here. You know it's here. Seasons. Well, there's the C. I'm going to need the C. I know I'm going to need the H. Where the hell is the... Oh, there it is, hiding from me. All right, we'll stick that here. And put a little more glue. And then I just clean off the glue. Then I just wipe away the glue. That seems to work really good. It's like they kind of lose their stickum. So I'll do that. We'll ink up the S. I looked in the mirror. Hi, Nettie. And the other day, I guess it was in chat, right? I squirted ink all over me. Not ink, fluid matte, no, high flow Golden's acrylic ink. And it squirted all over me and my t-shirt. And I looked in the mirror, and I wear my father's wings. I have a miniature pair of his navy wings. And I never take them off. And I happened to look in the mirror. I mean, I look in the mirror, but I just happened to catch it. And there's paint on the wings. So I have to see if I can't wipe those off. So now the wings are kind of reddish. Oh, that looks good. Seasons of Change. So we take these off. This is working out well. I'm happy. And Becky's coming on. Yay. At 1. And we're going to start the fall. We did we do a fall? Oh, okay. All righty. Good luck. I can't get that until November. because I had COVID. So I have to wait 6 months before I can get the next vaccination. I am a vaxxer. Vaxxer. Dee Dee was talking about they have that, the chicken conspiracies, because the biggest one is, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. Conspiracies are very interesting. The one that fascinated me the most when I was teaching was that there was a conspiracy theory that the Pope at the time was involved in Lincoln's assassination. Now, how bizarro is that? Now, I don't know who the Pope was during Lincoln's administration, but that was one of the theories, that the Pope somehow had a hand in Lincoln's assassination. Bye, Marty. Did you say you were going to PT? Physical torture? I think it's Kathy Berg. She's been going to physical therapy and she loves it. She whatever they're doing, she loves it. And then she gets the ice down at the end. Yeah, when I had one of my physical therapies for one of my many knee operations, I found out that they charged you like an extra $5 or something for the ice at the end. And when I found that out, I said, no, thank you. I'll go home and ice myself. I don't need to pay extra money for the icing. I thought that was really a little much. And Barbara needs to go get some coffee. You know what I've had? I started making, and maybe some of you, if you ever done the overnight oatmeal, where you mix all the ingredients together, you don't cook anything. It's raw oats, and you have to use old-fashioned oats. You can't use the quick oats. And the recipe I found called for a third cup of oats, 3 tablespoons of milk of your choice, 3 tablespoons of yogurt, your choice, chopped up whatever, some fruit, and sprinkle it with some nuts, and season it with honey or maple syrup. And then, I'm sure it has. And I've never done it before, and I'm all out of eggs and other stuff. So I figured I would try it. And I don't have any. I've been using, mine's pretty rich because I've been using half and half because that's the only milk that I have. And I had a bag of some frozen mixed fruit, and I had some mixed nuts. So that's what I've been using. But oh my gosh, it's so good. And do people heat it up? Because I'm eating it cold. I'm not heating it up. I'm just eating it cold. And it's so good. And it's just the right amount. And I'm just putting it in. Hi, Nettie. Yeah, I know Becky makes a loaded oatmeal, but it's I think it's hot. Oh, did you see Becky's picture of her chili? Oh, I got him. She's not, and I know chili goes with cold weather, and it's still in the mid 80s here, and I just can't see. Eating chili. I think that's ridiculous because it's not hot in the house. I could turn the AC down and make it cold in the house, and then make chili. I like original oats just made in the microwave. No milk, just water. Yep. Yogurt, banana. Yep. I love bananas. I just don't keep them on hand because they go bad. And then I end up having to make banana bread, which I have no problem with making banana bread. Hi, Mary Lou. So there. Seasons of Change. That came out. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to jinx myself. But all right, let me put these away. They're over here. I've had this stamp set. It's probably one of the first Timmy stamp sets I ever bought. Oh, I'm so frustrated again with the Amazon-y. I ordered for Dee Dee, the windows and door books that she is using in those beautiful colossal collages that she's doing. I ordered her another set of them because I know it's nice to have two of them. So when you're cutting them up, you don't have to worry about, the other side. And I had some Amazon credits, so I ordered them for her. And they were supposed to be delivered yesterday. Nope. And then today on the stream, she said that she had ordered, I think, would she say she ordered another? She ordered another copy of one of the books. So that's when I told her what I had done. So she can give them away and then I guess she'll have to let me know whether they come or not. Because then they tell you if they don't come, if they don't come by tomorrow, then the next day I can start the return process. So we'll see. And then my order, I ordered the book that Barb Owen is making all those pockets. Have you watched all those pockets? Oh, are they not? They're crazy, right? And she's using a real fragile book, right? And this is my thought. Hi, Nashua. A lot of this has been done over and over again, but I have a lot of composition notebooks. And I want to alter some composition notebooks, deck them all out, take a paper pack. I've got some paper packs and just deck out and alter the composition notebooks and make them all pretty, but maybe do the pocket things in the composition notebook. Yes, please, will you? Thank you, Becky. I meant to message you about that if you could. If not, I'm sure if you can't, then I will open it when I get back. Yeah, the play part of the bridge is 10 to noon. And, again, I'm 5 minutes away. Gee, that didn't clean up as well as I thought it would. I thought that would come right off. Oh, well, it's okay. For the next time. It'll be sticky for the next time. I love this thing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Again, I've had this for years. That was another thing that one of my early purchases. And now it goes right in my little slidey thing that I got from Temu that came broken. But I used hot glue to fix it. I've got about 50 pounds worth of materials on that. Okay, let's see. Woo. Let's cut this up and glue her down. See, that went all the way through. That went through, didn't it? Okay, you can see what I'm doing. Yes, you can. I had one of the... Oh, okay. Yeah, this one's worked like a charm. I guess there's a lot of companies that have that thing, you know what I mean, that does the same thing. That's not dry, so I'm going to hit that with the heat gun because I don't want that. Maybe it's not a bad idea just to make sure all of this is really dry because I'm going to put the matte medium on it. And that would be very disappointing having them come out so nicely and then smear them. Hi, Beth Schuler. How are you this fine hub day? Also known as hump day and Wednesday and midweek and all of those things. Remember that's I guess hub day came from one hump day I meant to type in hub. No, I meant to type in hump and I typed in hub. So I decided, well, I will keep it hub day and that'll be like an inside joke. Do you know, we have here in Florida, maybe you do too, where you are, we have speed bumps and we have speed humps. Did you know there was a difference? Speed humps are very low and wide. They're about yay wide and they don't go up that high. And they're not that jarring, but speed bumps are the real ones that really, rattle your teeth. They had to install speed humps here in this community of retired military people because they were driving too fast and breaking the law. Go figure. So they installed these speed humps all throughout the community. I live straight down the road from the main gate, so I have no speed humps to deal with when I come, when I enter the community. So I'm very lucky. All right. Oh, I was afraid it wasn't going to fit. It just barely fits. And you know what? I need something here. So let me ink that up right now. Just put some ink on that. Oh, that's going to smear too. Ooh, let's do brown archival, which is, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Aha, sleeping policeman here. Speed bumps. It's not being very respectful to the Bobby. The Bobby? Yes, I was admonished by a Bobby in New Year's Eve, Trafalgar Square. He came up to me and he told me to move along. And I turned around to say something to him and he said to me, "Don't be cheeky to a Bobby." I said, "Okay." And I moved along. So I was accused of being cheeky to a Bobby in Trafalgar Square, New Year's Eve, 1969. And I'm not the cheeky type. Well, I am maybe. I love that expression though, cheeky, for being fresh. I think that's a cool expression. Don't be cheeky to a Bobby. Let's see. One of the old ladies had chickens. Our holiday house in France had an army base down the road where the National Service youngsters would be trained to drive on. Oh no! Oh no! Chicken dinner for all. They would kill the chickens. That's awful. And that they would even say that in such, it was very polite. It was very polite. Don't be cheeky to a Bobby. At first, I didn't think he was talking to me because I was standing at an intersection, probably Nelson statue right there in Trafalgar Square. And I think I was probably just waiting for the crowd to move. Maybe he thought I was holding up traffic or something. I don't know. The thing I found so frustrating was that all public transportation stops at 11 in London. What the clock? Yeah. And so we had to get back to our rooms, before 11. Otherwise, we would have had to taken a London cab, which in itself is a wonderful experience. I didn't realize, of course, Safia knows this, but it takes years to become a London cab driver. They have to learn so much history, and they have to know everything about every building, and it's amazing what they have to know to become. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see, in later trains. Oh yeah, there weren't any night. There was nothing. I mean, at 11 o'clock, it was like everybody turned into a pumpkin. You see how nicely that just blends in? I like that. I like it. I like it. We had a good time. We had 6 weeks off. We had 6 weeks off for Christmas break. So my friend Janet, who some of you met, who's dinging me? Not anyway. We went to a travel agent. We were living on the island of Mallorca, and we went to a travel agent. Now, again, remember, it's 1969 now, okay? We were able to get an airline ticket that took us from Palma to London, London to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to Brussels, Brussels to Zurich, and then Zurich, and then back to Palma again. And we had 3 months, and it cost us $100. Now, again, it's 1969. So first stop was London, and we loved it so much because we didn't have to translate, and we ended up staying there 4 weeks out of the 6. And then we spent another week in Amsterdam, and then kind of blew through Belgium. And we actually spent the night in I guess it was Geneva, the Geneva airport, and flew back to Palma the next day. We had a good time. There. That came out really good. I'm happy with that. Yeah. I got all this green gunk that looks like that. Look, you know what that looks like? I won't even say what that looks like. Yeah. Someone's dinging me. My guess is when that happens during a stream, I turn off notifications and then I forget to turn them back on again, which can be problematic. My guess is that's a notice text message. Oh, they probably want money. Yep, they want money. Ugh, 'tis the season, right? All right. Yeah, I'm very happy. You know how much I fretted over this. This was a fretter for me. I was really very apprehensive, and I pissed and moaned about it, and all you poor people listened to me pissing and moaning about it and how unhappy I was. And now I'm happy. I like the ribbon this is ribbon I got from Maddie. I got this green, and I got a dark blue, and then I got just an unbleached, like sorry ribbon, I guess, that you can, dye, among other things. I got a whole bunch of stuff from her. Let me just give that a little zapparooey. Yeah, right? Yep. Hey, no harm in asking, right? That's right. Send me money. Money, honey. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should go around this with a stabilo or something. I'm not sure. Maybe I should. You know. Yeah, I could do that. This, I'm very happy with how this came out. I like that transparency. So this was whole thing was inspired by again Sean Petit. She did this in I think 3 or 4 streams. She didn't do it all at once. Barbara Clark said, "You can text me, Andrea. Let's see if it works." Hi, Kimberly. And it's all about, fall is a season of change. And basically, her message was to kind of, yeah, hear it. Are you guys now texting me and asking me for money? Is that what's going on here? I would laugh my ass off. Oh, Jeanette sent a photo. All right. Don't be. I need money. Ah ha 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 ha. Ha. Okay. And don't forget to do duck hunting with the boys. Yes, I'm going to go duck hunting. I have to get some ducks. But we've got a while. We've got until June 24 to worry about getting ducks. But I love that. That's a thing now. You buy rubber duckies and you hide them all over the cruise ship. And then you go around hoping to find other people's ducks. And then the duck gets a tag telling what cruise it's on. And you can either say, hide me or keep me, or, it's up to you. It's the finder's choice whether you. So I thought Nettie's the one that told me about it. And I thought my grandsons will really have a blast doing that, hiding ducks and finding ducks. All right. So there it is. I was very reluctant to use these jelly pulls, but they don't really match. This does, but I don't care. Again, the thing about this is change. And I think what she's really saying is change your attitude towards what you're doing, meaning give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. Go for it. And play. Everyone says play, 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 play. And see, I can't open this all away because I put the grommet here. But I had fun laying down that, though. I was really having a good time with that. And I carved some stencils and such. And then this goes in here, like so. And then it's right. So we do need, I know for me, I have to give myself a break because, God, I get very frustrated and angry. And then I'm thinking, as I am mumbling and grumbling and cursing to myself and getting all pissed off, when I'm doing an art thing, I have to stop and talk to myself and say, what the hell? You shouldn't be angry. If you're this angry, then stop. Well, thank you. I'm so glad. Yeah, many of you, you watched me from the beginning. And so I appreciate that. And yeah, I'm very happy with that. I will have to post that and maybe make a little video so I can open it up. This bothers me, but it shouldn't because it's so out of place. But maybe that's a good reason to keep it Do you know what I'm saying? Just leave it there. And I think I told some of you, I actually went and I bought the same size paper that she used. And I'm thinking of doing it again a second time uh, with a cityscape, a cityscape in the background. That would go on. I would draw like a skyline of buildings and on tissue paper, and that would go on. That would go down first. And so, and then you do all this other stuff, but in the background, you would see like a cityscape. See, oh yeah, I like you like it can't, oh, there. Oh, okay. I didn't even see those, I'll be honest with you. This was some tissue paper. Now I did that. I did that. And, so. Well, folks, that's pretty much what I have in the shop watching on phone. How's it going, Carol? I bet you're really busy, right? You had to have everything in and out by October, I think. Yeah. She's in the shop watching on phone as I glue and laser ornaments. Yes, those are beautiful wooden ornaments, I think, right? With the moose and wolves and all of the Canadian, I guess some elk maybe. Buffalo, I think. Yep. Yep. And get on the bus to Becky's, and Becky's going to do her autumn thing. And hey, just hang on a second. I got a couple of seconds. Just don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you what we have done in the past. Hang in there. I shall return. I promise. I can find it. Yeah, we had so much fun doing these. This was the summer one we did. I guess that would be what, 2 summers ago, Becky? I'm pretty sure this was 2 summers ago. And we did this Coptic stitching that you showed us how to do. And so this was mine. And then each week we had things to do. I think we had to do, there were Pompey things, I think, as I recall, right? And I did mine on, these are Cheez-It boxes. And I think this is, we had to do a watercolor, right? We did a little watercolor. And these are my, oh, and then we had to do this flower. I remember that. Beach, best escape anyone can have. And then we did this. And then we had quotes, summer is the only fulfillment of spring. Just take me to the ocean. He melts my heart like the 4th of July. And that was from Darla and Little Rascals. I'm grateful. Oh, do you remember these? These were so much fun. We did these little inchy watercolor thingies. Yeah. And then this is a pocket. You can clutch the past so tightly to your chest that it leaves your arms too full to embrace the present. This was stamp. I think I carved a stamp. I think we all carved a stamp, as I recall. And creativity, we did them in purple again. I think we did a fairy. Let us dance in the sun wearing wildflowers in our hair. Hello, August. Nothing like a beautiful ripe tomato. This is a funny picture. This is a guy who's a merman. Inchy doodles, yep. So that was summer. And then we did This was fun too, because this was 3-dimensional, right? We had the little box that we put this stuff in, and I had these. Oh, you remember this? This was the bunny, and this was my butt hurts. What? And he can't hear because he's a chocolate Easter bunny, and his ears have been eaten off. And then we did a little pop up, and it says, "Oops, I ate the whole bunny." So we did a little pop up. And then, did we do like a zine? I guess we did. Oh my gosh, Becky. We did a little zine thing. Huh. We did. Yeah. And this goes in there with a gusset. Oh, and then this opens. This was kind of cool. We had a lot of interactive stuff in this one. Whoops, what is in here? Oh, I guess you can put stuff in there, which I never did. Yeah. Oh, and then we did all of these. Remember these? Oh, these were a lot of fun. Little things that we can, these are like little windows that opened. You cut them into the thing. And then I made this. This is all out of aluminum cans. Let's see. I never added anything. Okay. And then it starts with a seed. So that was the other one we made under Becky's guidance. So you guys are in for a treat. So, yeah. And that was, so that's what we made. So this was spring. And you're going to do fall. All right, Carol. I'm glad you stopped in. Thank you for stopping in. Take care. Okay, so I'm glad I was able to put my hands on these. And yeah, I will let you know how it goes. I will bid one no Trump. No, I won't bid one no Trump. All right. Thanks for opening the room tomorrow, Beck. And everyone enjoy Beck's fall journal. And get on the bus and go over to Aunt Beck's. Bye, everybody. And remember, if you can't be careful, no, if you can't be good, be careful. Yes, I got to get it right. Bye-bye.